In a small village surrounded by dusty roads and golden fields, there lived a boy named Arav. He was not the richest child, nor the strongest, nor the smartest in school, but he had something rare, a heart that noticed others. Arav lived with his grandmother in a tiny clay house at the edge of the village. They did not have much. Some days, dinner was just a bowl of rice with salt. Some days, it was only water and hope. But his grandmother always told him, "If you have even a little, you have enough to share." One afternoon, after a long day at school, Arav felt his stomach growl louder than usual. He had not eaten since the previous evening. As he walked home, tired and hungry, he reached into his school bag and found a single apple. It was slightly bruised, but still fresh. His teacher had given it to him for helping clean the classroom. He smiled. That apple felt like treasure. He decided to sit under the old banyan tree near the well before going home. Just as he was about to take the first bite, he noticed someone sitting a few steps away. It was a new boy from school. His clothes were dusty, and his eyes looked even hungrier than Arav felt. The boy stared at the ground, trying not to look at the apple. Arav looked at the fruit in his hand. His stomach tightened. He could almost taste its sweetness. For a moment he thought, "I need this. I earned this. No one would blame me." But then he remembered his grandmother's words. "If you have even a little, you have enough to share." He walked over and held out the apple. "Do you want to share it?" he asked softly. The new boy looked surprised. "But it's yours." "It's enough for both of us," Arav said with a small grin. They sat together under the banyan tree and split the apple into two uneven pieces. Arav quietly pushed the bigger half toward the other boy. They ate slowly, laughing at nothing in particular, as if the apple were a feast. For the first time that day, Arav didn't feel hungry. The next morning, something unexpected happened. The headmaster visited Arav's classroom. He had heard from a teacher about the small act under the banyan tree. The new boy's father, who had recently come to the village in search of work, had seen everything from a distance. He was deeply moved. As it turned out, the father had just been hired as the manager of the village's largest farm. He told the headmaster, "A village that raises children like that boy deserves to grow." Soon after, Arav's grandmother was offered steady work at the farm. Their days of empty dinners slowly faded. But what changed even more was how the village began to act. Children started sharing lunches. Neighbors helped one another more freely. The story of the apple quietly spread from house to house. When someone asked Arav why he gave away his only food that day, he simply shrugged and said, "It didn't feel like giving something away. It felt like gaining a friend." Years later, when Arav grew up and became a teacher himself, he would tell his students, "Kindness does not wait for abundance. It begins with what you have right now." And in that same village, under the same banyan tree, children still sit and share whatever little they carry in their bags. Because one hungry boy once decided that half an apple was more than enough.